What's up YouTube? Today we are going over direct proportion. The question says y is directly proportional to x. Form an equation to show y in terms of x. The first step always is to rewrite the first line. Y is directly proportional to x. We need to write out y is directly proportional to x. So to do that we do this. Y is directly proportional to x. What's this sign here? This sign here, this sort of not quite an 8, but looks like an 8 thing, it's not the name of Elon Musk's next child. It actually means is directly proportional to. So if you see in the question is directly proportional to, do this sign here. The next thing always is as soon as you've got this sign here, write it out again. But instead of using this sign here, equals k. And then just like normal. So it's always y is directly proportional to x, y is directly proportional to x. This sign here means directly proportional to x, and then you rewrite the same thing again, but instead of showing the direct proportion sign, you do equals k. So our equation is y equals kx. We're going to try that again, but with one that's a little bit more difficult now. Same thing again, y is directly proportional to x. Y equals 10 and x equals 2. Form an equation to show y in terms of x. So, same thing again, y is directly proportional to x. Write out y is directly proportional to x. We see our direct proportion sign, so our next line, swap it out for equals k. Y equals kx. Why are we doing these lines each time? Why don't we just skip to y equals kx? Because we want to get all the marks possible, so we need to show all of our working out. This time here it's slightly different. It says y equals 10 and x equals 2. So instead of writing y, we're going to say y is the same as 10. Instead of writing y, 10. Equals, does it say k equals anything? No, I can't see it, so we'll keep k as k. And what does it say x is? Y is directly proportional to x, y equals 10, x equals 2. So instead of writing out x is the same as 2, k times 2. So now we know k times 2 equals 10. So what's k going to be? Well, is 10 times 2 10? No, that's 20. What about 1 times 2? That's 2. 5 times 2? That's 10. So k is going to be 5. K equals 5. So now we know k is 5. We can write our final equation as y equals k is 5. Our final equation is 5x. Form an equation to show y in terms of x. We could have left it as y equals kx, but we wouldn't have got all the marks because it was possible to find out what k was. K is 5. Our final answer is going to be y equals 5x. Two more examples. Y is directly proportional to x. By now we know our first step. So y is directly proportional to x. Do we leave it with that funny sign there? Absolutely not. What do we swap it for? Equals k. Y equals kx. What does it tell us y is? 27. So we can swap out our y for 27. Does it say what k is? No. Does it say what x is? Yeah, it says x is 3. So k times 3. 27 equals k times 3. So what's k going to be? Could it be 1? 1 times 3, but that's 3. Could it be 10? 10 times 3, that's 30, that's too big. 9 times 3, k is going to be 9. K equals 9. So we rewrite our equation again. Form an equation to show y in terms of x. Y equals kx. What's k? 9. So y equals 9x, and this here, your final answer. One more example. Y is directly proportional to x squared. Y equals 50 and x equals 5. Form an equation to show y in terms of x. Well, slightly different, because y is directly proportional to x squared. So same thing, y is directly proportional to, but now it's to x squared. Exactly the same as normal now. Swap this out for, that's right, equals k. So y equals kx squared. What does y equal? 50. What does k equal? We don't know, so just equals k. And what's x? 5. So 5 squared. So 50 equals k times 25, and so k, something times 25 is 50, k is going to be 2. 2 times 25 is 50. So our final answer, y equals k is 2, and then x squared. So here we go, we formed an equation, y equals 2x squared. There's one more type of question they sometimes like to ask for direct proportion, which I'm going to show you 2 quick examples of now. Y is directly proportional to x squared. Y equals 50 and x equals 5. Form an equation to show y in terms of x. Well, slightly different, because y is directly proportional to x squared. So same thing, y is directly proportional to, but now it's to x squared. Exactly the same as normal now. Swap this out for, that's right, equals k. So y equals kx squared. What does y equal? 50. What does k equal? We don't know, so just equals k. And what's x? 5. So 5 squared. So 50 equals k times 25. And so k, something times 25 is 50. K is going to be 2. 2 times 25 is 50. So our final answer, y equals k is 2, and then x squared. So here we go, we formed an equation, y equals 2x squared. There's one more type of question they sometimes like to ask for direct proportion, which I'm going to show you 2 quick examples of now. This one here is putting everything that we've done so far together. Y is directly proportional to root x. Y equals 12 and x equals 16. So what does y equal when x equals 9? Y is directly proportional to square root x. Y is directly proportional to square root x. Swap this out for equals k. Y equals k square root x. What does y equal? 12 equals k times square root x is 16. The square root of 16 is 4, so 12 equals k times 4, so k is going to be 3. And now we rewrite our equation. Y equals k is 3, so 3 root x. What does y equal when x equals 9? Well, y equals 3 square root 9. 3 times the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3. So y equals 3 times 3. And then y equals 9. So that's how we do it. It's creating the equation each time. It's doing y, the direct proportion symbol, to whatever's happening to x. You're swapping out the direct proportion symbol for equals k, and then just going from there, substituting in your y and x values to find the value of k. And then you've either got your equation, which is your answer, or substituting in your new value of x or your new value of y to get your answer. So that's how we do direct proportion. In our next video, we're going to be doing inverse proportion. So don't forget to come back then. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.